Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how I utilize the Coursework Gallery within Canoe to boost learner engagement and to add a bit of asynchronous critique from learner to learner, student to student within my own courses. So what is the Coursework Gallery? Well, the Coursework Gallery is a feature that's part of Canoe that I use a lot in my classes. And essentially, whenever I create a coursework, if there's particular media, in this case, this is a music production course, if there's a particular part of an assignment that I want the learners to share with each other and to be able to comment on each other's work or to have a discussion, then I make that particular part of the assignment available in the Coursework Gallery. So in this case, again, it's showing you that it's audio, but you can have images, video, and other, PDFs, other types of media as well. The Coursework Gallery, as an instructor, will show up under the Connect module where it says Student Submissions. And for students in your courses, this will show up as Gallery here. So the Gallery is always part of the Connect module alongside the forms. And once you're looking at the Gallery, you're looking at sort of all these submissions here, and they'll just kind of infinitely load if you keep scrolling down. And the other thing you can do if you go to the top here is you can filter by particular assignment or coursework, a particular type of media that you have, and then you can sort it. So for example, I could click here and say let's go to the final assignment, and now this just filtered by my learners' final assignments. And so yeah, why don't we jump in and look at one of these assignments. I'm going to click on Tatiana's coursework from last semester. This is what the gallery looks like. If you wanted to jump to another assignment, you can always do that. There's a great way here where if you want to move between different students and jump to another student in the class for this particular assignment, you can do that. Another thing you get is About Submission, which will show you the original assignment's instructions, and if the learner had any feedback, that will also show up here. And then the most important thing is actually being able to either see the work, which will display in the middle, or in this case, you can play the music. So why don't we listen to Tatiana's piece? Alrighty, and then the real heart of the gallery viewer for coursework is the comment section. And this is where learners and yourself can have discussion directly on work. And the really cool thing about this is you can integrate comments directly on the work within the assignment and the coursework itself. And so part of the assignment might be to for the students to go on the gallery and leave 2 comments on other students or reply to somebody. And that's automatically tracked by Canoe or by Learn, and then it can be factored into the student's grade. So I utilize that in a lot of my classes, and I'll show you how that's configured. If we go to this other tab here, I can show you where this assignment was configured. So this is just all of my typical assignment configuration, my instructions. This assignment's worth 20% of their grade. And then I'm going to jump over to step 3 real quick, and I'll show you. This was the file that I configured that the students had to submit. So they had to submit an audio file. It was an M4A, and it's required. And then the important thing is that I had checked available in Course Gallery, and that's how you can configure and control which parts of the submission you want to show up in the gallery. So for example, if I had another field that the student had to submit, let's say a write-up, and that was only intended for me to grade, then I would not have checked available in Course Gallery. And in this case, I wanted the audio to be played by the other students so that they could leave feedback on it, and so I just checked that. Once you have at least one field checked in step 3 here, then that means that if we go back to our grading criteria in step 2, you can configure the gallery participation assessment. So here, this is worth 80% of the coursework grade or 20% of the grade, whatever you want. And then you can control how much, the number of comments that each student is required to actually submit in order to get credit for that. And then that is tracked automatically by Canoe. And I'll just jump over real quick to what this looks like for the student. If I say browse a student here, and I'm going to go over to one of our coursework, let's say that coursework there. Okay, so we see here they get the instructions first, then all of the grading criteria, including the gallery participation, and then they're instructed to submit their assignment, and then after they've submitted their assignment, they're instructed to go to the gallery and leave their feedback. So this is a really great way, again, not just to share work within the course, but also to incorporate that into the assessments in the course. And so, especially for asynchronous learning, that's really, really powerful. But lastly, I wanted to make a quick mention that while the Coursework Gallery is really, really useful for having this type of asynchronous peer critique in your courses, it's also really useful on campus as well. And so I use this in all of my courses on campus. And the way I do that is every week or on weeks where I want to share or critique in class or look at any learner work, typically those assignments or that work is still submitted digitally through Canute. And so what I'll do is at the beginning of class, we'll open up the Coursework Gallery and we'll use this as the main mechanism even in person with in front of the class to look at people's work, to talk about it with one another. And so I just wanted to quickly mention that because the Coursework Gallery is really, really useful and powerful for asynchronous learning, but it's also really powerful to use within your live courses on campus and so forth. So yeah, hopefully that was useful and helpful, and you can start to see ways that you can use the gallery in your own courses. And yeah, have fun. Thanks.